I think the biggest thing about that was first the leaders had a hard time walking on the inside. What I mean by the inside, obviously we're walking on the inside here, but even this step, we're staying on the inside of the follower as opposed to a lot of guys wanted to go outside. Sorry, did I kick you? Sorry. Right? So that's the first thing that the guys had a hard time doing, is just getting in the habit of walking out there, even though we're turning around her.
For the followers is to make sure that our left leg doesn't go away from our partner. So if we're this close and we're walking around, one of the mistakes that they were doing in the class is like the leg was going away from our circle, and instead of keeping it closer to us, brushing through our inner thighs, so we're able to keep that circle tighter.
Yeah. It almost felt like a back step, back cross.
Back cross, yeah.
It felt like a back step, back cross, back step, back cross. Something I didn't say in the class, and then I remembered afterwards, was that as I'm doing this, so if I'm walking, I'm staying like this, right? The moment I start making this a circular walk, my embrace starts actually going that way. So what I mean by that is if I'm this way, I start moving my embrace. So it's like my embrace is slightly ahead of my body, right? Kind of creates that sensation for her that I am trying to go around her in that circle. And then to make it a little bit tighter circle, guys, the left leg has to almost feel like a sacada. This one. It's almost like right between like a sacada. Right? Sacada. Bump. Sacada. If you do it too far away from her, what happens, it just makes it harder to get over there. And it's just harder to make it tight. And then we were working on the parada. First, we're just doing it from a walk. Just walk, 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 and then we're stopping her. Again, we're trying to figure out how to stop her split weight. I just make sure that embrace kind of stops her, right? And then from there, I just move out of the way so she can do her decoration. If I remember to give her time.
Yes, please.
Right? So I think when we were walking it, the biggest thing, it was harder for the guys because they're moving forward, is to make sure that
Stop the momentum
of her moving backward, but at the same time stop her and still move a little bit forward. I don't just stay completely back. That way it gives her a little bit of weight. So if I over-exaggerate what I'm doing, I'm going to over-exaggerate. I don't do it this much, but it's like I commit to it, but I do stop her a little bit. So this kind of comes in slightly. It's not a lot. It's just enough for her to know to stop.
For the fathers, we talked about extending the leg back. Again, that preparation. It's a preparation on the leg. Again, I'm going with the leg because I feel the intention from my partner going forward. It's not that I'm just going to go and extend the leg and prepare. I feel that preparation from my partner, and that's why my leg goes back. And at that moment, he's going to be able to stop it halfway. If I go with the shoulders and the leg at the same time, it will be harder. Doesn't mean that he's not going to be able to, but it's going to feel a little bit more abrupt. The decoration from here, we talked about a little bit of that passe. I keep the contact with my heel, with my supporting leg. I go to the other side. If it gives me time, I'm going to that front voleo and forward. And that was another discussion that we had, if he gives me time or I take the time, so that will be in another video.
And then we just told the leaders, is that one moment, as you're doing that circular walk, boom, you stop.